I'm a first generation refugee, and it took us about 2 years to get to Australia. So I have overcome a lot of things and I'm very resilient. I understand that insolvency can be detrimental to people. Seeking help is difficult. It's not something that is easy to do. You admitting that your business is struggling is not easy to do. And you coming and seeking help and coming to us where we can guide you, where we can help you, and we can restart your business or help you on the right path to get out of debt and to control your recoveries is what we do, and we can relate to you. Hello, my name is Scala Sarani. My role at OBP is a senior accountant. I started at OBP about 2 years ago now. I started as an intermediate too, so I've advanced to senior accounting. My role entails helping out and making the life of the director and the manager easier. I try to manage the juniors, help them out where I can. I try to go in depth and in detail about their role and what they need to do to get the results that we need and to get the job done. To be fair, I knew nothing about insolvency. I had absolutely no idea what insolvency was. I got called by a recruiter. I just had finished uni and I was looking for a job. So I graduated in accounting and business analytics, and I wasn't sure what avenue to really take or what path to take. And a recruiter called me up explaining the role and explaining how there was no 2 days that are the same, explaining how insolvency isn't necessarily your normal accounting job where you're not behind the desk. I'm not doing tax returns, or I'm not just looking at statements. I'm going out on field, I'm speaking to clients, I'm talking to directors. It's a team job. It's a team effort. I don't like to be behind the desk just doing a 9 to 5. I like to go out. I like to talk to people. I like to get to know people's circumstances and how they came to be in where they are and the position that they are. And that's what really drew me to the role. So I feel like with me and my circumstances is quite different to everyone else's situation. I've been through a lot. I'm a first generation refugee, and it took us about 2 years to get to Australia. Majority of that time was spent on a boat and in a detention centre. So I have overcome a lot of things and I'm very resilient. I understand that insolvency can be detrimental to people. Seeking help is difficult. It's not something that is easy to do. You admitting that your business is struggling is not easy to do. I do deal with some directors, and I have dealt with them in a few cases, and I felt like that's where I've felt closest to the job that I'm doing and felt I wanted to go beyond and help them and aid them in trying to better their business. Recently we had a very young director who had similar circumstances as me, as he also came to Australia from Iraq as a refugee, and he started his own business at the age of 18 with his parents' help, extremely young, so he obviously doesn't know the ins and outs of a business and what it entails. So he went through some hardship and he came to us seeking help. I feel like sometimes it's an ego thing, coming in and saying, hey, I'm struggling, I need help, please help me. But we were able to do that. So we did a small business restructuring for him, and currently we're awaiting results and finding out to see if it does get approved, which I really hope it does, because I think that he deserves it and he does need a second chance. Okay, I'm going to be completely real and raw. Initially, when I first came here, I was absolutely petrified. This is my first corporate role. My family has never had a corporate role before. I'm the first of my family to actually graduate uni and go through that whole pathway. So coming here, I feel like a shy little mouse. I couldn't talk. I was barely able to make eye contact with any of the partners, and I feel like they really helped. They understood my background. They gave me the right tools to progress. Like I said, I started 2 years ago and I'm a senior accountant now. Moving forward, I want to become a supervisor and a manager after that. My future plans would be going for my CA and getting certified. The team have done absolutely everything they can to help me out. They've been patient. They've taken their time to explain certain situations and scenarios, like case law to me, or like the Corporations Act, things that I didn't know were a part of our job. I didn't know that we had to incorporate. I didn't even really know anything about. They took their time to explain that to me. And that's something that I'm sincerely grateful for. I'm grateful for my team, my mentors. I'm grateful for O'Brien Palmer, the opportunity that they've given me. What I think about women in insolvency is still very new. There isn't many women in insolvency. It's a very male-dominated industry, but I feel like women can bring a lot to insolvency. I think we're compassionate. I think we're understanding, and that's something that can definitely help our clients and ease them in telling us what their struggles are and how they got to where they are and how we can move forward to help them in the future. The team at O'Brien Palmer is absolutely amazing. It's taken us a while to get to where we are. I'm grateful to all the people that work with me. We've got many different personalities. It's not dull, it's a fun environment to work in. Everyone's cracking jokes. We're having a laugh. We're when we need to grind, we put our heads down and do the work. But when there's a chance to crack a joke and when there's a chance to say something funny, we all do say it, and we do it in a collaborative way where we're not laughing at anyone, we're just laughing together as a family, I guess, in essence. So I was asked if I speak any other languages besides English. My background is Kurdish, so I'm from Iraq, where the little minorities in the north, where the Kurds. When I was in the detention center, I was only I think 5 or 6 years old, and there was a few girls like my age, but they only spoke Arabic. So my first language that I learned how to speak was actually Arabic, and then followed by Kurdish. And then at 7 years old, when I did come to Australia or went to schooling, it wasn't like me learning how to, write my ABCs. It was me learning what ABCs were for the first time. It was me learning how to say yes or no to things. It was difficult. I've come a long way, and I'm proud of that. I think it does teach me to be resilient, and I understand that a lot of people do come from, if not the same circumstances as me, similar situations. A lot of our clients are of non-English speaking backgrounds. What I would like to say to those is, if you are opening up a business to better your future and to better your family's life, and you are struggling, the best option for you is to come in early. Come and see us. I understand sometimes it can be an ego thing, or a pride thing, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be scary. It's not like we're big monsters coming after you. We're here to guide you. We're here to help you, and we can relate, and we do understand. Just give us a call, and we'll be happy to help you out and see what your options are.